are using, like I said in my monologue, the Vikings are using every bit of its energy to try to give this last wild card spot away. They really are. And Cousins, even on the goal line, 4th and goal, Thielen gets on a slant, the defender slips, and he throws it to Rudolph. It's like Cousins is trying to lose.
Too, by the way. Yeah, I know. It's like the fix is on with him or something. It's funny how these things, when the losing starts, I mean, they're fighting on the sidelines, arguing. It's just everyone, all that, kumbaya.
It's a soft team, Dave.
It's gone. Yep.
It's a soft team, and it starts with Zimmer, and I'm on it. I'm on with you. I'm on board. I'm on board with Dave.
Well, how about you got to? I agree, 100%. But how about Spielman? You got to go up. You got to go all the way to the top. Spielman and Zimmer. We don't know what happened behind closed doors because they're like, okay, we got to get the quarterback. We're close, right?
Yep.
Got to get the quarterback.
And I agree. I would agree with that.
Okay, and that's fine. They did it. They were aggressive. But did anyone say, well, hey, wait a minute. We got to save a little money for the offensive line because obviously that conversation never happened. Because in the draft they went right at Zimmer had to get his 5'8" cornerback from Central Florida. And then, the kicker in the 5th round, but no offensive line at all. Zimmer had to have his 2-3 defensive guys. He had to go after, the guy from Seattle who he disappeared last night.
Yep.
I didn't see him play at all. And they didn't address the offensive line at all. Whose fault is that? It's got to be both of them. I can't believe they ever talked about it or figured out a plan for it, did they?
Dave, they went cheap through the trenches offensively. They did. I mean, they're trying to get away with it. They're trying to get away with it because they know they have Dalvin Cook, Adam Thielen. Those guys all look good on paper. But if you can't protect the quarterback, you are worthless. Absolutely worthless. And, Cousins doesn't help because it's like he has bricks in his cleats. I mean, at least Christian Ponder and Tavares Jackson ran. And I can't believe I'm bringing those names up. But
don't. That's not right.
Dave, it gave me flashbacks of this franchise offensively, like inept, like Christian Ponder, Tavares Jackson. Like, seriously. How do you score?
Fine.
How do you score 0 points? Okay, against New England? I don't. And also, don't tell me it was 21-7 yesterday. It was 21-0. It was 21. Don't give me that. Cousins always does that crap. He gets his stats towards the end, so it makes it look like he did okay, and he got a touchdown. Also, he went past the line, clearly the line of scrimmage on that touchdown last night. So don't give me that. But how do you put up just absolutely nothing in New England? Okay, who lost to Miami this weekend? Who we play this weekend.
Yep.
You scored 7 points against New England, and you scored 0 versus Seattle. Don't tell me we scored 7 against Seattle. We didn't. We scored 0. I don't count that. I don't know.
Here's what happened, too. I mean, there was the blueprint again. Mr. Belichick figured out how to shut down Thielen. Pretty much Diggs, too, and copycat league. You've got Seattle did the same damn thing now. Thielen can't get open, or if he is open, he's not getting seen. I don't know.
Dave, they doubled Diggs and Thielen, which leaves your favorite wide receiver open, who stinks.
Right. And whose fault is that? That is our third wide receiver. You can't tell me they can find somebody else out there on the waiver line. I mean, they cut a decent receiver last year. I can't think of his name right now.
Jarius Wright.
Right, yes. I mean, I'm just saying, they got, Treadwell's our third, and of course, Belichick's probably like, well, don't even bother with him. Seattle copies the same thing, and he didn't see the receiver last night until late in the game when it was garbage time. I don't know what's going on with Thielen. Obviously, everyone saw that one play where he was wide open. But I can't totally blame Cousins because we don't see the film, but we don't know if he's getting open. He obviously isn't getting open that much because he's not looking this way at all. So I don't know what's going on there. Figure it out, but go 4 receivers then, and get Rudolph off of.
Oh my gosh!
How about that third down play they threw to him? He couldn't get his big body to go 1 more yard. Oh man, I love that.
Oh my God! The pain.
It's sad, but it's always been something with Zimmer, when he fired Turner right in the middle of the season, and now it looks like, I bet he'd fire this guy, but he probably doesn't want to do it again because of the Turner thing. I don't know, but there's something wrong there.
And this guy's getting NFL attention. Please, go. I hope he goes to Green
I'm
Bay.
tired of hearing that.
I hope he goes to Green Bay. Then we'll win even more.
What about bringing Mike McCarthy in for the rest of the year?
Oh,
Let's be aggressive.
Lord.
Let's try something weird.
Where do I go, Dave?
God.
How do I do this? I mean, I
don't know. You gotta have fun with it. You gotta be like what we're doing right now. We'll work it out.
Dave.
And if you feel a little better, come on.
Dave, who do I have as a backup? Okay, do I have the Minnesota Wild, who are absolutely crashing head on? They are crashing head on after a promising start. Then I have the Timberwolves, who I actually don't. I don't mind watching them without the prima donna Jimmy Butler, who actually strained his groin, I saw a couple days ago. And then, the Twins. Like I said, it's hibernation. Winter meetings for teams is hibernation mode for the Twins. What am I, looking forward to another Lynx season in the summer? That's what it is, man. It's just this franchise.
Well, I think you gotta do what I do. You gotta maybe look around, look at some other teams around the country. Maybe move again. Move somewhere sunny.
I can't cheer for another team, Dave.
You're in the armpit of New Jersey. I mean, it's gray skies. It's sad up there.
I know it is. 100%.
You might need to look around a little bit. The Lynx, you can't admit to that on the air. I mean, you can watch them, but you can't tell people. But you got to go. I don't know. Maybe kind of go for basketball, give them a shot.
Yeah, I guess.
Be guarded.
I guess.
How about, I don't know, we got a soccer team.
Don't give me the MLS. Oh, God.
All right. Well, I'm just trying to help you. You're a young kid. I don't want to see you going down.
Dave,
look what's
it's
happened
over.
To me. I got 30 years on you, and look how I am. Look how unhappy I am.
Dave.
I just don't want to see that happen to the youth of America.
It's happening, and it's over, okay?
All right,
I'm never going to see a championship, all right? I'm never.
No, you won't.
No, I'm never going to see a championship, and that's fine. I mean, that is like, don't give me the whole 3-year window with Cousins. If you don't address the offensive line, it's worthless. I mean, it is just absolutely worthless. Every good team they played this year, they folded. They don't just lose. They get suffocated. The Bears, the Patriots, the Seahawks. They don't show up. I mean, for God's sakes, the wins this year are the Jets, the Packers, the Eagles, the Cardinals, the 49ers, and the Jets, the Packers, the Eagles, the Cardinals, the 49ers, and who am I missing? The Lions.
Well, you got the tie in there. They got lucky to get that tie because of the cheesy roughing call against this. So they probably should have lost that game. I mean, you can look at the field goals they missed, but boy, I don't know who else Well, I don't know. The schedule. The schedule got tougher this year, and they paid the price.
Well, they got the first place schedule, which that's usually the big test. Oh man, I'm done.
You okay now? You feel a little better?
I feel a little better that I vented, but nothing's gonna change. Like Sunday is not a gimme game. I mean, the Dolphins just beat the Patriots.
Not. Short week. They had to fly home last night. Miami's probably on a high, coming off a miracle finish.
Oh my gosh!
Of course, wait a minute. When we had our miracle finish last year,
dud. Maybe they have a dud.
We got annihilated.
Yeah.
So maybe there's hope. Maybe Miami's going to be feeling too giddy, and then it'll come in here like we went to Philly and get blown out. That's not going to happen. But, yeah, it's not a gimme game at all.
Dave, you're talking to a deflated Steven Strom now. You can give me your final thoughts, and I just can't do this anymore. I need to take a break.
My final thoughts are for you, a guy your age, just try to just enjoy it for a while. I know it's probably eventually when you start getting into your 30s, 40s, it's really going to turn you. It's going to rot you out. You're done. So try to enjoy your 20s right now. You keep doing your show. You have some fun with it, and then you rip away like I do. That's how I get by. I mean, you eventually you get to my point. You rip, and then you feel better. That's all I got to say. Good luck.
So that's what. Man.
Yeah.
There's only one.
Move out of Jersey, man. I don't know.
There's only one negative Dave though on Twitter. I can't do that. I'll just you know what? Like I said, sometimes I told you yesterday. I'm like, please, say something funny on Twitter. I need to laugh. I do because that's the only way. Maybe I have to do this. I mean,
there'll be some more coming out today. There'll be some more coming out today for laughter, so be prepared.
All right, Negative Dave, everyone. We'll post this today, and we'll get this out here as we just kind of try to get through the sour show on this Tuesday. Trying to get through just another gutless effort by the Minnesota Vikings. We're joined today by University of Hartford senior guard Jason Dunne, who was an American East All-Conference guard last season, 1,000-point scorer. He's averaging 14 a game this year. He's our guest today. Jason, welcome onto the Strom Sports Show. Thanks for giving me the time.
Definitely. Thank you guys for having me. Looking forward to it.
All right, so you guys won 19 games last year, which was the school record for wins in the season. You know, a lot of analysts picked you guys to finish first in the conference this year. How do you and your team try and handle those expectations this year?
It's tough. At the end of the day, we're still kids, and we go from being picked 7th or 8th to first or second. And, the target kind of switches, and it's on your back. It's a lot of pressure, but I think we have a good group to work with it. And at the end of the day, you got to just have fun and keep playing. Even though the expectations are there, you can do it.
Now, you guys are 3-7 right now, but I mean, your schedule's really tough. You're playing Utah State. You played 2 Power 5 conference teams in Mississippi State, and then obviously you had your one at Duke last Wednesday. You start conference play in about a month. For you and your team, what are the benefits to playing these tough teams early on and having such a tough non-conference schedule?
No, it's really going to help us. I mean, a little different situation from last year. Last year, we needed confidence to get wins. This year our coach brought us in before the season and was like, we're gonna schedule the toughest non-conference schedule in school history, and we were ready to go with it. So we knew we were gonna hit our bumps in the roads. I mean, like you said, we're playing at some of the biggest places in the country. Duke, Utah State, right there is 2 of the best student sections in the nation. But we're not going to discourage. The crazy thing about mid-major basketball is you can go 0-13, 0-14, whatever it is in non-conference play, and then, click it when it comes to conference play, and then, get a 1 seed in your tournament and get to the NCAAs really easily. So we're kind of just moving forward, not worrying about the results as in record-wise. We know who we're playing. We know how we're playing. We've been in every game, so we're just trying to keep going, and we got to, find the way before conference starts.
Now, if we look forward here and we fast forward 6 months, and this is your senior year, so your last year of playing college basketball, what is a successful season in your eyes?
Yeah, I mean, definitely you want to get to the tournament. That's every college basketball player's dream. The guys I've been with here have been trying to do it for 4 years now, so obviously that would be a success. But, like I said, you try not to worry about the results. If you don't want to play for the tournament, you want to just play to have a good season, to have a good, we're chasing that 19 wins. We want to get 20 to have the 2 best seasons in school history, stuff like that. But, things will take care of itself if you just continue to stick to the process. You can't get too result-oriented. Like I said, you can't wish every 3 to go in. You can't wish every game to be a win. It's not going to happen like that. The way you get to the tournament is just, keep on moving forward and learning and growing, giving it everything you got.
Talk about playing for John Gallagher. What has he done for you in your career, and how do you like his style? What are your thoughts on your coach?
He's definitely, for the people who don't know him, he's definitely one of the, the craziest, attitude-wise in the country. He's on the sidelines, running up and down, yelling. He's the most energized guy you'd ever seen. But I appreciate the opportunity that he's given me and so many others. Hartford is a smaller school, and he's given a lot of people opportunities who don't have the offers from the Power 5 conference, stuff like that. And, he's like a second father to me now. It's been 3.5 years playing for him, and it's just been a pleasure.
Now, let's go back to Wednesday night. Your team did play Duke, and I watched the game. Look, you guys hung around tough. I mean, it was 5-point game, 7-point game. They pulled away towards the end. But just talk to me. Tell me about your overall experience about playing at Cameron Indoor and how special that was coming from a small town in Matawan that we're both from.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. If anyone, basketball player, not basketball player, hasn't been to Cameron Indoor, should definitely try to get down there. But to be actually in it, playing a game there was unbelievable. It was something you grew up watching, something you want to do every day you step on a basketball court. And, one thing we emphasized was don't be in awe, accept the moment, have fun with it, and just go. And like you said, it was a 5-point game with 17 minutes left, which is something we could hold tip our hat to. I think it went really well.
100%. Talk about the crowd. How was that? I mean, was it as advertised as is on TV? They're into it from the tip-off. They are just going crazy. Talk about a little about that.
I mean, it's unbelievable. You get, articles start coming out about the game, 2 days before, and you're reading all these